Welcome to Des Moines. We're at Wells Fargo Arena. 2 games left here in this building. The Wolves versus the Iowa Wild. Let's have a look at our Wolves starters and scratches presented by Illinois Bone and Joint Institute. Illinois Bone and Joint Institute. Move better, live better. Visit ibji.com. Sergey Andronov on the left side. Derek Nesbitt on the right. Alexandre Bolduc in the middle. Joel Edmondson and Taylor Chorney man the opponents. Jake Allen, the nod in net. Scratches tonight: Doug Janik, David Shields, Christopher Casey, Cody Beach, Evan Oberg, and Sebastian Wanstrom.
Tonight's All-State goaltender matchup. All-State, Chicago's own good hands. Jake Allen's last start was a 24-save, 4-1 win for his AHL leading 30th victory. That was on Saturday night over Milwaukee. He was also named the AHL first-team All-Star yesterday. Cody Reichert's one game with Iowa was a 42-save win in a shootout. There's a look at Jake Chelios. No nerves, just a big smile, making his AHL debut wearing the wool sweater that his father wore 3 years ago.
Yeah, but that wore 24 in Detroit. Now you have to wonder, I would say the guys are probably a little bit looser in the dressing room, and the coaching staff is that style also, especially that man, John Anderson. But this is a very important game. We were just documenting the fact that the schedule and what remains in the standings, and you'd like to get home ice advantage and finish fourth. You really do not want anybody to creep up and take that away from you. I think a lot on the line, that pride. And this is an opportunity for some guys to shine, quite honestly. This is a tough, I think, task for a coach. You have to make sure your guys that are in this lineup aren't thinking negatively that, oh, there's no chance we're going to win this game because we've lost 3 key elements. You've got to have guys that want to play and be successful and be those leaders that are now lacking.
Well, and there's going to be some jobs up for grab come postseason time. So what a way to get on the right side of the lineup, as the Wolves eventually will get healthy and some players back.
And Jason, this is a team that's given the Wolves fits, quite honestly. The Wolves have outshot them 6 out of the 8 games. They tied in shots once, and last game had 45 shots but still lost the shootout.
Wolves, Bolduc will battle in. On Sunday, he scored 18 seconds in. Fastest goal, the second fastest goal, I should say, for the Wolves to start a game this year. Wild on the counterattack. And a quick release in on Helm. The stop made. That was Gabriel with the chance on the feed. Out in front from Olsen, the defenseman. Back to Bolduc. Bolduc surveys, finds Regner. Back up top for Corvo. Now across Nesbitt. A block on in front by Baldwin. Back to Nesbitt. He feeds it off to Corvo. He lets it go. A changeup. Andronov was closely guarded and couldn't get a shot away.
Maybe Corvo's stick was broken, but he's still got the same piece. A lumber.
Nesbitt has it. Corvo flexes. He scores! A tip on in front from Andronov on the blast from Corvo.
Now,
he showed him the off speed and then gave him the heat.
We have to say also, it was kind of funny with the terrific talent that left the Wolves today. We said, well, the power play will probably get a couple of goals easily now. And that is one to take the lead. 3:19 remaining in this first period, and a good shot it is. And I like the setup. I mean, you got a guy that can shoot the puck, and boy, did they feed him enough. Joe Corvo had to have about 7 touches during this power play, and all very like this. Getting pucks to the net, putting yourself in position, and really willingness to get to the net by these forwards. And Andronov in perfect position. No Adam Cracknell there anymore. And a great tip by Andronov. Change of speed, beats Reichard.
Yeah, we were first tipped off by Scott Allen. Wolves assistant coach says, we're getting 2 on the power play tonight. And the Wolves 1 for 1 in the NCH Medical Group man advantage as they send it back deep. The Iowa Wild have really been comeback kids against the Wolves this season. They don't go away, and that's why each team has won 4 games in this 8-game series so far. It'll be Cannone and Davies up front in the 4-on-4 action. Cannone hit a solid open ice hit. Stepping up Camper. Chorney retaliated. Now they're going to drop the mitts and go. Chorney and Camper stick it up for his teammate. And they go to the ice quickly.
I actually could see this play develop. And I'm sure Taylor Chorney, he delivered the pass initially, so was a little bit probably, I would think, upset with himself. So that is why he did come in and battle Camper. Camper's been a guy that's had some concussion problems the last few years. There's the dish, and it is a sucker of a pass. Camper read that from center ice and came in with a lot of authority, and a solid hit it was. Referee right there. No call made, and I believe the correct call, but Tony didn't like it, and he came in and stirred the pot a little bit.
Regner getting the explanation from the lone referee tonight, Darcy Burchell, as John Anderson looks on. And it'll be a 4-on-3 power play for Iowa, their second man advantage of the night.
Yeah, that is the only problem when you make a decision in this situation.
A shot off of Bolduc and wide. Knocked free by Edmondson. Bolduc knocks down Olsen, an opening for Regner, but he lost it along the backboards. And now Gravik tried to play it back. A big pass picked up by Bolduc. A shorthanded breakaway for Bolduc. Walks in. He scores! His third shorty of the season to lead the Wolves.
And that all came because of Brent Regner falling down and giving up the puck. I thought the Wolves were in trouble when that was the case. I thought for sure Regner had control. He was going to send this down to relieve the pressure. He fell down. The Wolves came back and actually win this puck. Hard to believe. Here's Regner. He's going to go down. Gravik's going to grab this puck, and he makes a very poor decision with it off the boards. You got to know that on a 4-on-3, your defense is going to slide in when the puck's deep. How about the skating ability of Bolduc? He just took off. And a very nice placed puck. Blocker side down low for that shorty. Huge.
They didn't give the assist to the Wild player Gravik, who turned it over. Unassisted goal at 8:24. And just a bad break. Olsen, the young defenseman, cuts in.
Sure.
And the Wolves take advantage.
Clean control by Gravik back deep. You got to move into areas. You got a 4-on-3. There's all sorts of. He's not going to stand back on the blue line.
He is tough to beat.
He is. Pretty good from side to side, very quick. You mentioned the fact that Cannoni said he's acrobatic, and I'm sure that helps.
Turnover and a chance now for Cannoni. To Harper. Harper shoots. He scores! Shane Harper makes it 3-0. Chicago, his 12th of the year.
Well, quite honestly, these last two goals that the Wolves have got, you can benefit and really look at where you are on the ice to get into situations. This time it's Zach Phillips. He has full control of his puck in the zone. He throws it through the middle of the ice. Cannoni says thank you very much, and watch what hands that is. Shane Harper, little Duke down low and goes top shelf. Just a beautiful play. But Phillips with the puck in control gave it up right at the blue line. The Wolves in good position, take over and score the third goal halfway through this game.
So Shane Harper, one of those guys coming into training camp, you didn't know what you were going to get. A lot of skill. Sidney Crosby talked to Wolves general manager Wendell Young about his skill, and boy has he produced, earning a spot in training camp and staying with the Wolves.
With terrific hands. And he really does. That's what they were talking about. He is so good with a puck. We're halfway through the game. It's 3-0 in favor of the Wolves. An area that you want to stay around that 20 mark if possible.
All areas of the Wolves game have been good tonight. 1 for 4 in the power play. Andronov the power play tally. 3 for 3 in the penalty kill. A shorthanded goal from Bolduc. And Harper an even strength goal tonight for Chicago. Mentioned it was the 10th shorthanded goal scored by the Wolves this year. Odd stat. The first time the Wolves have scored a shorty without David Shields on the ice. Shields out with injury. Elise Butler of the Wolves PR staff with that nugget.
That's cool. David Shields, another terrific, steady guy that's been out of the lineup, and hopefully will be back come playoff time.
Wolves have 4 defensemen out with injuries or battling right now, and all will be close to coming back around the playoff time. Davies forces a turnover, cuts in, still controls 5-0, score, and then they score! Was that Bolduc getting his second of the night from behind the goal line?
Boy, I was just thinking, bury it, and a little bit of a touchback, really. Bolduc, I think, does get his stick on this. How about Michael Davies, though? His dancing is just tremendous. When he has the open ice in front of him, I don't think there's that many better than him in these situations. A giveaway, and we've seen a few from Iowa in this game. Here it is, boom, boom. Get yourself in a good area, try to go get some grain in there. Maybe a little bit of help. I think that is Gravik that's coming back defensively. And it jumps kind of off him as Bolduc is throwing the puck towards which looked like an empty net, and hits Gravik, goes up and over the goaltender and into the net. So it is 4-0 now. And that's at least 3 goals that have been direct giveaways, really, from Iowa.
With 3 calls today, Bolduc was the active scoring leader for the Wolves. He's got 2 tonight, now 15 on the season. And a chance on the front for Peters. He fanned on it. Davies the lone assist at 15-27. They're making 4-0 Wolves. And there's something at the other end that's a little bit more important right now, and Peters had a great chance to spoil it. Over the power play time, 2:02 to go in the third period, so huge kill here to end it for the Wolves. Hagel picks up 4-0 in favor of the Wolves. Olsen at the point. Watched by Hansen across the rink. Camper had to play it off the lottery board there. Now he holds his own. Down deep. Gabriel returns it back up top. They go to the corner. Gray, that's time to kick on the fire. They score. Hagel spoils what would have been Jake Allen's 7th shutout of the season and a franchise record.
Yeah. It's what was on the table. That's why sometimes you don't need the extracurriculars when you're leading by 4 and it's very late in the game. Sweet play, and maybe, I'm not sure, quite honestly, if Greivik means to make this pass. It looks like his stick has helped. It slides across, and quick release it is by Hagel to dent the net for the first time for the Iowa Wild in this game.
And pushed out to center by Eric Catalyst. Long play moving in. Able to step around Kuma. Penalty call coming as it goes back to the point for Hakanpää. Hakanpää's shot off of Kuma, and the Wolves will get a 20-second power play to close out regulation.
With this face-off being in the offensive zone, it's only 20 seconds, but work on this quickly. You know, it's a situation that sometimes will happen in a game when you need a goal. Bear down here and get an opportunity at least, and it'd be nice for the Wolves to get a couple of power play goals. But good rush, a couple of nice moves right at the blue line. Very nice stutter step and the grab there right behind Longpre, and referee spotted that.
So power play time for Hansen, Shattuck, Ponic, and Hakanpää. And then Bolduc sitting on 2 goals out there looking for the hat trick, and the Wild will clear it out. And that will probably do it for the 9th meeting between these 2 teams. And the Wolves will pick up a 4-1 win. And now their magic number down to 4 for home ice in the opening round of the Calder Cup playoffs. Jake Allen solid, 1 short of a shutout as he stops 22 in the 4-1 win.
Yeah, it's a big win. You know, we talked about it in our open, losing 3 high-caliber players. Time for others to step up. They're going to get the ice time, different leadership, etc. And guys really came to the forefront, and Bolduc is one of the guys we talked about. I thought they had a very strong game, but quite honestly, everybody played very well for the Wolves. And this makes a statement in my eyes. This is a character win with the situation that occurred today. It happens to a lot of teams. It hasn't happened a lot this year to the Wolves. But when you lose 3 guys prior to the game, huge win. I like the thought process the Wolves went through today.